Hello and welcome back to Lonesome Village. This is going to be quite a side questy episode. What have we got here? Lots of things to harvest. We've got bananas and apricots and tulips. Let's grab all of these to start and then let's figure out... Oh, I've got a full backpack. Okay. Yeah, let's grab everything and then figure out what we're going to do. Because we have quite a few side quests on the go and I'm going to try and knock off as many as I can in one go. Alright, everything is harvested, so let's go back to the chest and figure out how much stuff we can carry in one go. So annoyingly, one of the things I need for one of the quests is 6 matching tulips, and we only seem to have 5. I don't have any more spares in here, so that's a quest that we're not going to be able to complete today. So I'm just going to drop off all my tulips for now and make a mental note to plant some more tulips at some point. But what can we do? Okay, 10 apricots and 10 bananas. That's going to be useful in the swamp. We're going to also need to do some other stuff in the swamp that's going to require some strawberries, some more apricots, some pomegranates. This potted plant we're going to take to someone on the beach. This photo we're going to take to someone in the mountains. We want a diamond because there's a thing... No, not that. There's a thing in the jungle which requires a diamond, so let's grab that if we've got space for it. What about the frog toys? Don't have any frog toys at the moment. Okay, so I think that's everything we can do at the moment, and our inventory is nearly full, so let's go and get some business going. First stop, I think, is the cafe in the forest where we need to craft up some stuff. Here we are. Okay. Oh, that's a facial expression. Right, this puts paid to everything. I can't talk to any of the villagers. They're all just too horrified. I'm just going to double check that by going down to the beach. But yeah, I think it's going to be the case that at this stage in the main story, I can't actually hand in any quests at all. I need to see the main story through to completion. Yeah, no one will talk at all. They just make a horrified face. Huh. Okay. Well, that puts paid to some of my plans for this episode. And given that we're in Chapter 5 now, which we entered at the end of the previous episode, I suspect we might be very close to main story completion. Which means that once we get that done... I imagine that once we get that done, we're probably able to come back and finish off these various things. But yeah, for now, I don't need any of that. There's lots of things we've picked up that I don't know what they are, like this and this... Those, I presume, are used for quests that we just haven't seen yet. Anyway, let's head back to the village centre where we can make stuff start happening. We need to use the gold magnifying glass for something, didn't we? Let's talk to this person and find out more. Okay, can't talk to him at all, apparently. Right, in that case, I think we need to go into the tower and use the magnifying glass and figure out what's up. Nothing going on outside. Nothing going on in here. Can't see much in here. Let's try going to the top floor. Alright, here we are. We're back at the top floor. That's where we put the tarot cards. This room, nothing much going on. Here we go, this room's got a pedestal in the middle that I apparently can't interact with. Let's try checking in with Coronia. Looks like there is no way to go forward from here. Maybe you should use the golden magnifying glass to see if there is any secrets hidden. I feel like maybe I should have started that conversation by telling her the stuff I've already tried. Oh, okay. Holding the magnifying glass on that for a while apparently has made it go solid. And it's telling me the symbol. And that opens the door. Well, there we go. Why didn't that work for me before I talked to Coronia? Hello, Father. We're very close to being able to return it. I can feel it. I'm not going to let you stop us. Pauses for a few seconds and then runs off through a door. And the door closes. Oh, I could have got in time. Right, Eyes Dungeon. Let's watch the cutscene. It will tell us nothing useful. Oh, maybe some backstory. How my dad turned evil. So there is some combat in the game. I'm just not allowed to do it. Did that clarify anything? Well, it looks like there might be quite a lot of puzzlage going on here. That's a little bit of puzzlage, okay. I can't get across there yet. Got these mirrors, which might be used for something. Here's something I can interact with. Wow, okay, the puzzles are coming thick and fast. And I guess I need to... I don't know what I need to do at all. I feel like if I can set these to the right combination... Well, let's try that symbol that's right in front of me, the sort of the downward-facing flag. Okay, I can only do vertical stuff. It's like that vertical thing there, that vertical flag. But what do the colours mean? Can I move this thing? I can't. Alright, I have no idea what to do with that puzzle yet. Here's a bit of ice. Just takes me to a mirror. Oh, off the edge I go. Up again. Oh, I can push this. I can't get around the back of it, though. I think we're onto something. What happens if I push it up? Maybe I need to approach it from the side, but no, I can't get above it. And that one was sparkling. What happens if we go up from here? Okay, here's a mirror. Also sparkling. Can't do anything with it. And that's going to send me off the side. Alright, I'm not sure what to do in there either. I wonder if it's worth asking Koronia. She's not usually very helpful. You have to stop your father at all costs. Do it before it's too late. Useless. Right, so let's try going a different way, because there were other possibilities. Maybe if we solve another puzzle, things will become a bit clearer. That's movable. Right. But I'm not seeing any laser beams yet. Let's just check with the mirror. Yeah, nothing. Another pedestal. Okay, well, here's a puzzle that we know how to do. So let's get on with that. Which way? I feel like I want to go down first. Just because this little cluster here, I feel like entering that from the bottom is going to block off that. Okay, then that needs to go up there. This brings it back. That brings it down onto there. But we haven't used this one here, which is a problem. What else could we do with this? Can that go sideways? It could. Okay, so maybe... Well, I mean, this is definitely the way in there. So I think we can follow this backwards. It's got to come from there or there. Which means... I think it has to come from... no, because we're hitting it too early now. If it's going to come from the right... Oh, it could come that way. So I think... but the problem is then that's blocking off that. So if it's going to come from the left, it has to come from below. If it's going to come from the right, it has to come from below. Which means that this needs to go down. But then that's blocked off. Let's try solving blue first. We don't want to go up there until the end. So maybe that wants to go up first. But then this is blocked off. Okay, let's exit out of that for a bit. Let's have a little bit more of a look around. Okay, we've got some movable. Okay, I think there's a sequence to this. I think I need to go from here and then around here. All right, I've solved one of the little miniature puzzles at the very least, which has given us a mirror that's floating out there. So I think there's going to be some sending a laser beam around the outside edge involved. That's teleporting. Okay, so there's definitely something going on here. Left, down. Not that. Left, down, down. No, left, down, right. Okay, left, down, right. Left, down, right, right. Left, down, right. I got that wrong that time, apparently. Maybe it was left, down, down. No, left, down. Left, down, left, right. Left, down, left, right, down. And I can move this. I don't know where to. Oh, it is suggesting a mirror might be useful. Oh, okay, so these symbols maybe. Okay, I'm going to need to come back here. Let's try getting to this way here. Maybe I need to enter that from another direction. Let's try going around. Yeah, we can get to here from this way. But I'm not sure that does anything for me. Well, we tried going up from there. Let's try going left from there. No. This is reset. Okay. I think I'm going to have to come back and solve that because I imagine that that one is soluble. Well, I'm seeing a gap through here, which makes me think that maybe we put that mirror just there. The mirror is sparkling. I wonder if that's telling us that we've put it in the right place. Yeah, because that's lined up with the one that's up there. And that's lined up with that. So we need to then maybe move this up a little bit. And can we make a beam? Oh, this gap here. We like that gap. Let's move it. Yeah, I'm starting to see stuff. If we move it into that space, and that's lined up with that gap and that gap. So then this one also wants to be lined up with that gap. And I guess it's going to want to go into that eye there. So we're starting to get the chain on the right-hand side. Which makes me now think that if we go to the right-hand side and we can solve this puzzle, then that emitter will send the beam and that will go through all of them. So it's just a question of working this out. What do we know? So we know that this one's right. We know that these two are right. But there's just so much that can happen in the middle. Let's try starting off with a route that works and then add little extra detours. Maybe that's a good idea. So from here, let's try a detour down. And then we've got the route again. So let's try a detour. So let's try sending this to the top left. But then this is kind of a block. So I sort of feel like this needs to be the final bit. We need to get things right before we get to here. So maybe if this keeps going up, we send it over here. But then where does this fit in? This only connects to those two. So maybe that's something useful. Yes, given that that only connects to those two, we know that it's got to be something like that. Yeah, so anything that's only got two connections, that's the key. Those ones have got to be fixed. But there's so many that connect to more than two. All right, so we've got a red line that's not missing too many at the moment. Oh, that one's got to finish there, we know that. Oh, hang on, have we got it? Oh, the red one's done. I think we've got the red line completed. That's going through all the arrows. All right, I'm starting to feel some element of confidence in this. So here's another thought. Where you've got an arrow that has 3 possible connections, that means that 2 of them are going to have to link to it, and the other one will have to bypass it. Can we do anything with that information? Okay, we're really close here. We've actually picked up all of the blue arrows except for one, this one here. And we know that that one has got to connect to these 2. If I send this up, then that just ends up with a dead end. It just ends up in a loop. If I send this way, then that one gets cut out. So in order to integrate this into the process, we can't have that pushing up there. But now here we've got a loop, and loops are bad. Yeah, so if we're going to go this way, then we need to go up there first. We need to get this whole thing in. But then that means that this isn't connected and isn't connectable, unless we go down, but then that isn't connectable. So this whole approach, we can't start from here. That's impossible. We always end up in a trap, which means that this has got to be up again. And then at this point, because the way these 2 connect, if this were to go up, then we need to immediately go down and right. But then that means that this gets trapped again. So we know that that's not possible. So this has got to be right. We know that these first 3 have got to be correct. And then it's just a question of saying, how can we make things work from here? So at this point, this then cuts off this. So we can't go that way. Let's try going down and around. Okay, so we're really close. We've managed to get all of the blue ones in except for one, this one here. So is there a way that we can make use of that? Where would we make a change? Could we make a bit more of a loop here? Now we're losing just this arrow here. I feel like there's no way that we can get both of these into the system without making some pretty fundamental changes to the pattern. Well, it's got to be one of these 2. At this point, we're just bypassing way too much. I wonder whether maybe this wants to push straight through there, and we actually want to modify this area so that it does the whole thing. I wonder if we can just zigzag. I think we're there. My gosh, that was fiendish. The puzzles, oh goodness, the puzzles. It suddenly got really hard. I can't believe how long that took. But at least we do have this thing, which allows me to get that bit done. Right. All right, let's keep things moving. Let's set up as many of these as we can. So then we're going to want this to come down a bit so that it can pick up the beam from there. And we're going to want this to direct it to the right. I'm not sure I'm getting these absolutely perfect, but you know. So this I need to approach from the top. No 2 ways about it. This thing, this is going to be for turning on the beam. So solving this first would be kind of useful. Oh, right, magnifying glass symbol at the top. There's the clue. Okay, so we've got some colours. Red, yellow, and blue. What can we say about the reds? We can say that most of these are horizontal, apart from... In fact, the flag is the only one that it never appears vertically here. So I'm going to say that that's right for that. For yellow, the flag appears vertically. The flag is the only one that appears vertically there. Okay, let's try that. And for blue, that sort of straight line with the loop in it is the only one that appears vertically. Okay, so that's what's set. But it hasn't turned on yet, which means I must have misunderstood the puzzle. So there's also this symbol. I think that's just the starter symbol. I don't think that's supposed to mean anything. So what else can we see about what blue's got in common? So this one, the stick with the circle is always pointing down. Maybe it's about a path. Certainly the stick with the circle is always kind of upside down. The flag one is always on its right. And this loop is always the right way up. Which does make it feel like that is the most sensible choice for that. Okay, So on red, this stick with the circle, that's always the right way up. So we can try that. Okay, that worked. Cool. I think I was on the right track there. And now hopefully it's just a question of lining up the lasers. So let's see what we've got. So that laser's connected. So we want to go to the one that was in the top right corner and figure something out with that. Off I go. I think I need to go to here to get to that section. Okay, so that's going around there. So that's pretty good. Let's bring this in. And then let's bring this mirror up. And then this will make the beam go down. And it's going through that wall. So we need to get through there. I think I want to get to that path. So maybe if I go to there, I can go down. Oomph, no. So how do we get to the underside of this thing? Oh, made it. Okay, so this is now in here. So I think that opens that platform. Do I need to go through and pick up a mirror? Well, let's find out what this puzzle here is. It's one of these. Okay. The spinning bird. We're trying to get to that one there. Let's find out what's getting us closest. Right, all these are currently taking us right out. Oh, didn't mean to turn all those. Okay, that loops round. The black ones we can't do anything with. I think I can flip that one, and that might take us somewhere interesting. That's going to go out. Okay, so I think that this arrow here is probably not much use to us. Let's try exploring this one a little bit. Oh, I felt like that was close. Okay, let's try exploring this one a little bit. I wonder if, again, this is about figuring out the approach at the end. So, given that these ones are all blocked off, I could approach from here, or I could approach from here. But then these two are both... Okay, so the closed offness of this means that we can't get in from this side. Something on this square... it depends upon the direction. If we go up there, then that will come in there. But then this square can only be approached from one of these sides. Maybe we can do something that kind of... No, because coming in that way is always going to go down. So, if we consider the approach to this final square, the approach from below has to come from the right, which would mean that would have to be like that. And then at this point, this can't work. So approaching this from below is just never going to happen. For approaching from the right, we could come in sort of this way, but we'd have to be on this square. Okay, so if we could potentially get to this square and be going right, then what we've currently got set up here will get us in. So I want to get to this square from above, which means I want to get to this square from this side. Let's see about doing that. I think I might be onto something. Is this it? Have I figured it out? Yes. Ooh. These final puzzles in this game they're there, you know, and I've put this in the wrong place. Oh, no, I put it in the right place. We're kind of bypassing the mirrors in this room, but, you know, if it works, then it's not wrong. This seems like a final altercation. I'm sorry, son. I'm not going to let you get in my way. Ah, I got burned. Okay, so every time I reattempt this, I need to watch him say that again. And basically, every time this line appears, I need to make sure to get off of it. Oh. Yeah, okay, we can do this. We can dodge the things quickly. Yep, I think we're clear here. Fortunately, these flames come up quite slowly, and it buys me plenty of time. And I think we just need to outlast him, really. Oh. Hide behind the mirror. Okay, I think we need to move the mirror across bit by bit. And I think then we can use it to take him out. Nice. Oh, he's appeared down there. He's throwing fireballs at me. Okay, and we need to coax him into firing a fireball at himself. The thing that worries me about this fight is that it feels like it's going to, you know, if I make a mistake now, I'm probably going to get thrown all the way back to the start of it. Try and get this this fireball in. He moves out of the way. There's a timing involved here with anticipating his actions. Got him. Oh, we're back to this again. Oh my, what? If I just stand in the middle, then one of them is guaranteed to hit. Just move down a little bit so we've got a bit more time to get out of the way. Who's going to fire? Him, okay. Get out of the way. There's the hit. So I'm wondering if the one that's got the injury on his eye is the one that we need to target, because he's the real one. Up here, please. Yeah, okay. Oh, are we done? How dare you try to prevent its return? Who do you think you are to deny us our destiny? Through another door. I guess we follow. Can't stop now. Oh, can I talk to him? You know, we can still change this ending. We can not fight, son. You can still come with me. You can still do the right thing. If that's what you want, we'll fight. Goodbye, son. I'd kind of like you to just stop being evil because it's the right thing to do. But you're clearly the fighty type. Okay, you suddenly got big, and you've got a bar. And I can't move yet. Oh, hello, Coronio. Can you help? Magnifying glass, with pleasure. The ogre has taken him over completely. We must find a way to stop him. Quick, use your magnifying glass. Find his weak spot. There has to be something that can help us out before he attacks. I'm trying to... Oh. Okay. No, don't want that. Oh, there's something there. There we go. Hovering over that gives us a plinth. Okay, his bar's charging. Oh, I forgot to pay attention. Duh. Was it starting on that? Duh. His bar is full. I think a bad thing happened. Stop fighting, you are not powerful enough. Okay, his bar's empty. It's going to charge again, so we need to find the purple thing. Gives us the plinth. And this time we need to do this puzzle as quickly as we can before his bar charges fully. That's fine. We've done this before. We know what we're doing. That can fit in there. That's a bit beaky. And I think that's right. And that fills up his bar, apparently, even though I think I did it right. Stop fighting. You're not powerful enough. Bar is empty again. Pink's up there. I think we're doing this right. And this thing again, but this time we have a timer to meet. So we need to get that to that corner. We need to get this out of the way up there. We need to swap these two over. Let's get this down there. This wants to go around the side. Let's get these through quickly. And then we just need to slot these top two into place. Yeah, we're definitely doing this well. Stop fighting, you're not powerful enough. You keep saying that, but I think I'm doing pretty well here. Wonder how many of these there's going to be to deal with. Another one of this fella. I can't remember where that goes. Let's try a different piece to start with then. Let's try the pieces that we have confidence in. That, and then we just need to get a few final odds and ends sorted out. Oh, didn't quite get that one right. There we go. And again, I live in constant fear of how far back I might get thrown if I get one of these puzzles wrong. And I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, let's pay attention to the tune. That one, that one, that one. Oh, just the three, okay. Oh, this is promising. Impossible. It's possible. Don't keep using that word if you don't know what it means. We've got the scepter. Without this, he is useless. We will only use this for good. Hurrah! And the gloom has been lifted from the village. Everyone's happy. We're the hero. We have defeated the evil guy. Is this going to be credits rolling? So this is where I am going to end this series. I think that the game would let me continue playing after the credits and do side quests and finish all of that off, but I think it's probably not worth my time. For one reason, it does seem like a lot of the side quests are turning into just a whole bunch of farming and fetch quest stuff, which isn't particularly exciting. Also, now let's be honest, when it comes to the world building and the character development in this game, it's not stellar. Often with a game, I find myself completing the main story and wanting to really maximise the amount of time I can get out of the world and the characters. I don't want to leave them. I want to keep hanging around and talk to them and find out what's going to happen and what makes them tick. But the characters don't really have the depth here. The world doesn't really have the depth. It's not really gripping me and making me want to stay and keep playing. So I am going to say goodbye to this game. It's not been without its flaws, but it has been enjoyable. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you'll tune in for whatever comes next on this channel. Goodbye.